This is it. I'm trying to beat Dark Souls 3 without dying, using only the broken straight sword. If I die once, I have to restart the entire game. I've never beaten this game without dying ever, and we're going to see how close we can come to doing just that, defeating every boss along the way, using one of the worst weapons in the entire series. This run went to lengths it didn't have any right to. As usual, I made a completely normal looking character and awoke in the cemetery of Ash. Because I have to cheat the broken straight sword in order to be able to fight Gundyr with it, I'm starting each run at level 1 as a trade-off, which makes the early game way more dangerous than it should be. Gundyr confirmed this with a single hit doing an alarming amount of damage already. Okay, he's going a lot nicer. See, once you get into phase 2, it's fine. Say that and I'll die. Yep. Very close now. Yay. Okay. So far so good. After defeating him, things immediately took an embarrassing turn at the high wall. Oh, this is awkward. Kind of trapped in a corner. In facing Vought for some bizarre reason, I massively underestimated him. Missed a stagger opportunity, got frostbitten, and just got absolutely decimated. I got that very wrong. I was trying to go for the stagger you can get. Mate, this is genuinely the worst Vought attempt I've had in such a long time. Oh my god. Wow. How was that gone so wrong? How has that gone so wrong, man? Well, thank god that happened at the very beginning. Already, that's one attempt over. And attempt 2 didn't go much better either. I got distracted fighting basic enemies and rolled straight off a ledge. Oh! What? Why is everything going wrong? Oh, I've just been an idiot this morning, man. What is happening? Oh. 10 minutes in. So yeah, 2 runs down and we've barely been playing for half an hour. This really wasn't ideal, but at least I'm getting the stupid mistakes out early here. Time for attempt 3. This time I actually remembered how to dodge, didn't miss the stagger, and made it past Vought without taking a single hit. Now this was more like it. Okay, that time we did it hitless, like normally we do. Oh my god. What is happening? That was so silly, man. Like, as if I died to him. Greatwood was straightforward enough to move aside, and just when I thought things were starting to come together, things quickly fell apart again at the Crystal Sage. Instead of sticking to what I knew worked, clearing the fake sages first, I panicked, succumbed to greed, and targeted the real one, and got completely overwhelmed. Oh, me. Oh my god, that was horrible. Stop! Oh my god. I knew that was going to happen. 3 runs had already failed in embarrassing fashion. At this point, I was getting really annoyed with myself, and I was determined to make the next run count. With the fire in my belly, on the next attempt I cleared Gundyr and Vought both hitless, brushed aside the Greatwood, and returned to the Crystal Sage. This time I actually stuck to the plan, and the difference was night and day. Done. See, when you actually carry out a tactic and don't do what I did earlier, it's fine. Straight after Sage, I grabbed a couple of upgrades that will keep me alive and headed into Farron Keep. And this is where things nearly went very wrong again, and I had a very near-death experience. For some reason, I decided to go completely off-route and got stuck getting grabbed over and over whilst I was surrounded by basilisks, and this went exactly how you'd expect. Stuck in this. Stop! Oh my god, he's stun locking me. Oh my god. If I die to this guy, I'm going to be fucking raging. Covered in death as well. He's going to kill me with this death. Bro, leave me alone, please. I'm begging ya. Off! Off! Just get fuck out of here. Somehow though, I did survive, but that was a warning for sure. This run was still incredibly fragile. Next up was our first real test, the Abyss Watchers. And straight away, things weren't going to plan already. I was relying on the third Watcher to do most of the work in phase 1, but between bad positioning from me and even worse RNG, this just wasn't happening. Oh my god. Like, really? Died that fast? Bro, this evil one's so like, genuinely, you just got battered. The corrupted Watcher was dying too quickly, and I had to do most of the heavy lifting here. Because of this, I was taking way more hits than I should be. By the time phase 2 got started, I was already in a more vulnerable position than I'd have liked to be.
Okay, you do what you need to do, my friend. Thank you.
I had to take my time here and only punish the flip attack, which I knew was safe. I managed to stretch what was left of my flask out for the remainder of the fight, progressing down into the catacombs. After that, things seemed like they were starting to settle down. Marnia and ODK came and went without too much trouble, but the run still didn't feel clean. Small mistakes kept creeping in, missed hits, awkward spacing, nothing run ending, but enough to keep things uncomfortable. After this, I went back to deal with the deacons, which at this point in the run wasn't really a problem. But from here, things got a lot more serious. Irophil is where runs are at risk of falling apart. Enemies hit much harder, everything's more aggressive, and one bad moment can just end everything. And I had one of the most strange brushes with death I think I've ever experienced on this game so far.
What the What the hell was that? Oh my god, this is so unfair. What the hell, man? That is ridiculous what just happened there. Holy if I'd have died because of that, I would have been so annoyed. How have you followed me this far? That was absurd. Oh my god.
On top of this, in the Profane Capital, I even got distracted talking to a viewer, walked straight into a mimic, and somehow didn't die.
Oh, I was not concentrating.
I probably didn't deserve to live through that, but next up was the Pontiff. With decent parry time in phase 1 is really straightforward.
Nice. Okay, so far so good.
The second phase was a completely different story for me, and this is where things started to get really uncomfortable.
Oh, it's back off. Oh, forgot about that.
This part of the fight just didn't feel clean at all. Spacing felt off, timings felt off, and I felt very, very vulnerable here.
Can finish him. Nice. Let's heal up. Oh, he's summoning again. Fine. I've really, really misjudged that. Cough. That was terrible from me. Terrible timing. It is awkward when I get really out of sync like this. Because they're doing completely different things now. Right, let's not be stupid and back off. Oh, this should be it, really.
Are you sure about that?
Oh. Yeah, not as clean as I wanted it to be, but it's good enough.
I'd cleared a major obstacle in beating the Pontiff, but the fight was way closer than I'd have liked it to be, and things were about to get even worse. Aldrich immediately went wrong because of bad positioning at the start. Suddenly, I was dealing with constant arrows.
Oh, you've...
Even when you dodge most of them, it only takes one to clip you for your health to get chipped away.
Bro, like, look at that. It's just so stupid. Then he just stacks that on top.
Oh,
You know, he's doing it again. Really, bro? Oh man, you're such a waste, man. If he does arrows again, I'm going to scream. He's going to do it again, look. Ah,
I made things even worse for myself by getting hit by self-healing scythe.
no. Oh, f***ed up big time there. Bro, I'm f***ing doing so badly. Oh, he has cast arrows about 50 times. Wow, that just... I wasn't paying attention to that. Oh, God.
My flasks were slowly disappearing, and before I knew it, I was almost completely out.
Oh, f***ing hell. Why does he keep doing that? Oh, he's doing that again. Wow. Terrible RNG, man.
All I had left now was one Estus flask and a Divine Blessing. If I don't do something in the next few minutes of this fight to turn things around, the run is going to end in its tracks here. There is only so many more flurries of arrows and magic that my character is going to be able to take. I needed to dig deep and try my best to bait Aldrich into doing his melee attacks.
Go on. Very close. Mate, that was so close. It was incredible. Mate, I'm having, like, all of my boss fights today have been like, they have been shockingly bad. I just keep getting through by the absolute skin of my teeth, man. That was not nice. He did arrows about 50 times.
This was easily the closest boss fight of this run so far, and the closest the run had been to ending outright. From here on out, it was back-to-back fights. I needed to lock in and get good because the Dancer was up next. Thankfully though, this is one of the fights where everything just clicked.
Excellent. Oh, I misjudged it again. I keep misjudging that AoE. It's so much bigger than it actually looks. Right, I don't know whether that helps me or not. That was weird. Right, get out. This is sketchy. I needed to come to the centre. Nice. That was a lot better. Okay, that was a lot better than fucking Aldrich anyway. Jesus Christ.
It was now time for the free fight gauntlet of Oceiros, Champion Gundyr and Dragonslayer Armour. These are all high pressure fights against aggressive bosses, so I would need to carry over the rhythm I'd found against the Dancer into these fights if I wanted to survive.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I hate it when he does that. See, it's very hard to judge when he's going to do that. I don't even think there's a towel for it. And he does it straight out the gate like that. King, how? There we go. Should have really buffed up for that, but it's fine. See, like, so silly. Let's just be careful and heal all the way up. Nice. Yeah, the chart, like, you can guess he's going to do it at the end of a combo, but like at the start of one, you just can't tell. Gundyr is one of the most aggressive bosses in the entire game. I would need to match his aggression and refuse to let him breathe in order to make it through. Oh. Oh, he almost caught me with that punch. Oh, that's missed me somehow. That hasn't though. He almost grabbed me there. Oh! Oh! Ow. That works for me. Thank you. That also works. Thank you. How was that touch me? Edge of the hitbox caught me. I don't know why I committed to that. Ow. One hit. Nice. Very intense fight done. During my routine playthrough for this run, I came very close to dying to Dragonslayer armor and would need to give a very different performance in order to keep the run alive here. Shield keeps catching me. Okay, while I wait. Heal. Did I knock him out of transition then? That's a bit weird, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Because the butterflies have started. He's just missed me. He's skinned my head. I don't know where that's going to be yet. Always whacking out combos. You come to me. Nice. Very nice. That was a lot cleaner than my practice run. That's a tough section done. Now I was starting to get nervous because I knew what was coming next. Archdragon Peak. And the boss I was most likely to die to on this run. The Nameless King. There is one obstacle I need to get past before I even fight him though. Oh! Do not throw me off. If I get knocked off the bridge in the Wyvern fight or miss the jump for the critical attack, the entire run ends to gravity. Thankfully, no embarrassing mistakes were made and now it was time for the Nameless King. This was the fight I was most worried about going into this run. The Wyvern's fire breath attack and the camera fighting against me made the first phase a real risk, but I managed to get through this part relatively unscathed, meaning the real fight was about to begin. Straight away I felt tense, and if I don't perform well here, I'm dead. That was very greedy from me. Cannot be greedy in this fight. Oh. Have it. Second phase. Oh yeah, have it again. Have it. Fucking have it again. I did not mean to kick. Oh, that was bad. Do not panic. We're good. It didn't come down because I staggered him. Interesting. That was... Heal. This is it. Wow. Wow. Bro, I can't even lie to you. That was an excellent Nameless King fight. That was one of my best Nameless King fights, for sure. Felt like it lasted so long. Right. If I can beat Nameless King, then there's no reason I can't beat everyone else. That was easily the biggest hurdle on this run. From here, things became a bit different because Yhorm was next. This fight isn't about difficulty, it's about endurance, because with the Broken Straight Sword, this fight is a marathon. It takes almost 20 minutes to kill Yhorm with this weapon, which means 20 minutes of trying not to get crushed to death.
Stop. Nice. Stab.
Excellent. Weapon at risk. Stab him in the face. This might be it, you know. Or not. Get his arm quick. I missed. God damn it. And I've taken a stupid hit because of it. Last hit, maybe? Nice. Yhorm done. It is time for the Grand Archives. I was now 2 bosses away from beating the base game without dying for the first time ever, and the Twin Princes were one of the final obstacles in the way of me doing this. So although I don't usually worry about this fight, there was added pressure going into this. I'm very lucky that didn't hit me, that was pure greed. Where are you? Okay, I just tank that to the face. It's not 100% clear when he staggers, you know, there's no like massive sound cue or anything. You don't get the same sound cue you usually do. That was good, that was. I couldn't see where he was. Oh, almost there. Had no stamina. Oh, bloody hell. Oh. It's alright. Need to try and hit Aldrich where I can. Again. Ah, he loves doing that. Probably capitalise more on Aldrich when he does that attack. There is time to do it. Instead of going for the crit on Lorian, I'd just rather attack Aldrich when he's down like that. Oh, that hit me. Poor from me. That was sketchy from me. Bye, Aldrich. I was now at the peak of the base game and the soul of Cinder was waiting. This is a fight I genuinely worry about on challenge runs because the first phase is so unpredictable. To make things worse, there is so much added pressure here because I'm about to beat the base game for the first time ever without dying, but with one of the worst weapons in the entire series. I was already nervous walking into this, and with the stakes now sky high, I could tell already that this was going to be the toughest fight yet. Before I knew it, phase 1 was falling apart. Cinder managed to pull off multiple heals which have a lingering passive effect, which is catastrophic for me. Ooh, that's a grab. Ooh. I had to switch to passive healing items as my last ditch effort of winning. By the time I reached phase 2, I had less than half of my flasks left. Go on, go on. We use this to passively recover. It's going to be really tight. That would have been bad. Oh, an idiot. Can't believe I've just done that. It's alright. Really bad from me. How have I been grabbed again? This is a poor performance. This is it, man. You've got to put it out. No. That was horrible. Run. This is it. Oh my god. That was the closest Soul of Cinder fight I've ever had. That was horrible. Oh god, Dark Souls 3, man, you really made me work for that. Jesus Christ, that was horrendous. Wow, 150 heart rate. Oh, that was horrendous. Me, I thought I was going to do it. Such a bad performance. Holy. It was clutch switching to Sun Princess and Ethereal Oak Shield. If I hadn't have done that, I probably would have died. Well, base game, without dying, done. With a broken straight sword. After that, there was no respite because it was straight into the DLC and the second scariest part of the run. But this time, it's not a boss, it's parkour. I've died here so many times before, and right now, one slip could end everything. Okay, we're down, panic over. 135 heart rate just for a parkour section. One of the most threatening parts of this section, but obviously there's a fight as well. For the rest of the run, the fights are much longer and the bosses are more threatening. Stab. This is good. Okay. Nice. Big bonus damage there. Right, you're dying now. You're also dying now. After spending what felt like a lifetime fighting the Gravetender and his wolf, it was time for one of the most notorious fights in the game, the triathlon that is Sister Friede. Before I could fight her though, I had to deal with Yhorm by offending him so badly that he threw himself off a cliff. Just f***ing throw yourself off. Oh. I didn't even see him do it. Bye. Thanks, man. I think he f***ing heard me. I just saw the edge of his sword falling off the cliff. That's so funny. By only punishing Friede when she goes invisible, I made it through phase 1 without using any flasks. Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it? 15 flasks. Should be fine. All I had to do in phase 2 was bully an old man trying to enjoy his soup and prevent Friede from healing him. Done. 12 heals, we can do this. Phase 3 is the true test, and I need to demonstrate endurance once again and prove that I understood Black Flame Friede's moveset well enough to justify my place in the Ring City. Nice. Nice. Did not mean to do that. It's fine. Lucky to get away with that, to be honest. Stop kicking, for fuck's sake. I keep doing it. It's very, very annoying. I've done it again, look. It's a deathless run. And I'm kicking. There we go. Done. Nice. Nice and calm. Now, sketchy section in the Dreg Heap. The Dreg Heap was next, and this is where things became fragile once again. These angels can delete your health in seconds, and I made the grave mistake of not clearing them out, and decided instead to try and run past them. Okay, I think we're fine.
Are you sure?
No. That was f***ing lucky. I took full oh shit. That was incredibly lucky I didn't die there. Oh god, my heart is in my mouth. That was f***ing awful from me. Wow. It is safe to say I am unbelievably lucky to still be alive, and I'm never going to make the mistake I just made ever again. The angels brought me back down to earth and reminded me that I really could die at any moment, just in time for the Demon Prince. I needed to once again prove that I was capable of managing 2 enemies at once, whilst ensuring that I do not allow myself to become toxic. Yeah, have this. Geese are just being sick everywhere, man. It was crucial that I killed the demon in pain first to get the easier moveset in phase 2, otherwise the run would likely stop in its tracks here. There's 2 more. Nice. Done. You can have that. In phase 2, to make things worse, I do half the damage I did in phase 1, so this was going to be a long and grueling fight. Do so little damage, it's incredible. The prince hits like a truck, so consistent dodging would need to be my priority here. That was lucky, because I couldn't fucking see, he was against a wall. Staying focused over getting greedy was the way through. Nice, good decision to buff. Okay. It's incredibly irritating when he's right against the wall, you can't do anything, you can't see. We'll stagger soon, I think. Weapon at risk. Ow. Another stagger. Nice. Heal just in case, why not? He'll probably do lasers in a minute, if I'm honest. And you got nowhere to go, bro. Probably just going to try and hack away till he's dead. Nah, it's alright. Barely any damage. I'm going to heal. Heal again. Done. Woo! 3 left. Didn't need to use as many heals as I did, but you know, better to be safe. Let's go and get this next bonfire, and then we're ready for Darkeater. We need to knock him off the bridge, though. It is a miracle we've even got this far. The Ring City is a very dangerous running section, and underestimating the enemies in the area yet again led to another dangerously close call. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh god, that almost killed me. Oh Jesus, does so much damage. Oh my god, that was another sketchy brush with death. Kid Al. Right. I am not saying anything like that again because it's just bringing it on me. Positive only. I'm attracting negative energy, bro. My troubles were only just beginning because now I had to deal with Midir tormenting me before I even got to fight him properly. We were at Midir's bridge and I was already anxious just being here. So much so that I completely forgot the correct position to stand in order to avoid getting hit. I'm kind of getting confused. Well, where do we usually stand? Oh, stop. I usually stand here. God, I almost threw the whole thing then. Okay, this is where you usually stand. Just stay here now. Oh, myself. I was like, where do I stand? Where do I stand? I was trying to stand there. I almost rolled off. No need to panic, bro. Just you know what you're doing. Oh, God, I just can't believe that. My life flashed in front of my eyes. My own confusion almost killed me. Just had to quickly compose myself, man. Nerves almost got the better of me then. I knew in my mind here that if I could knock Midir off this bridge, I would be able to complete the entire run without dying. Whoa. I can't believe that. I should have just cleared the bridge. I'm such an idiot. As if I've got to the final three and died. Oh, it's such a shame. I knew it was too good to be true, man. As soon as I saw it, I was like, it's over. I need a reliable way of dealing with that without being sent flying. All right, we'll finish this playthrough. Oh God, we had it in the bag and we f***ed up there. Unbelievable, man. Yep, that's it. Right at the close, the run is over. I forgot about Midir's rage attack and simply was not prepared to deal with it. Absolute heartbreak. My only consolation was that after this, I died to the exact same move again, so it showed that I actually did deserve to die here, and it wasn't just down to bad luck. See, well, God, see, it's happened again, look. See, I feel better now because it's happened twice. This is an actual roadblock in the run. So how the f do you deal with that? That is a real... I can't leave that down to luck. I feel less bad about that now that I've died to it twice in a row. Yeah, I mean, it's sad as f, but you know what? It's a genuine roadblock rather than a just a one-off silly mistake. So I do feel better. It's a shame the whole run's gone down the f***ing drain. I had found a bottleneck that I needed to fix, so I got to work doing just that. So I'm pretty sure I can just stand here and it'll be fine. And that's how you avoid it. Fine. Fine. I didn't know that. I now know it. We can defend ourselves against that now. So we have a solution to that. It's a shame we didn't discover that on our practice, but you know what? That's absolutely fine. The more you know. Now that we're finally past this section, we're so far into the run that it's only right to finish the playthrough and answer the question, would I actually have succeeded and completed the run if I hadn't fallen off that bridge? I'm going to kill you for what you did to me, my dear. That being said, it was time to fight Midir properly, and the irony is that I am quite confident with this fight. By the time I got to second phase, I had barely used any flash, and I'd found a really great rhythm here. I was determined to prove to myself that I could at least beat the rest of these bosses without dying. My overconfidence after phase 1 came back to bite me quickly, and Midir put me in my place with not one, but 2 near-death experiences. Oh, that does so much damage, I didn't realise the hitbox stays. He's going to do his laser. He's really far away, you know. I'm not this. Okay, I might be dead. It's a miracle that has not killed me. That was terrible. That's the purpose of the big health bar. Yay. Make sure I'm buffed up. I wonder if the buff makes a huge difference or not. Hey. Very nice. Oh, don't tell me you're going to do your fucking laser. Oh no, he's doing that. Right, I'm going to kill you, mate. Alright. Or maybe I'm not. You ain't summoning your ghost. Shut up. Right, so to the actual fight itself, we didn't die. Let's see if we can go deathless for all boss fights. It's not deathless in the game, unfortunately, but you know what? We can get the next best thing. Oh, God. What a shame, eh? But if we kill these two without dying now, I'm not gonna be upset. I'll be happy with that. But oh man, what could have been? Halflight is a long and boring fight. All I had to do was take out the healers and attack him repeatedly whenever he pulled his bow out. You mind? Bye. It will then be time to face the final test of the run, Slave Knight Gael. This was my chance to prove to myself that I am capable of beating this game without dying. Done. Absolute greed from me there. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, come on, Gael. It's just rude. Yeah, I need to focus. I know we've died, but come on. That's not what we're about. Oh, God. You did catch me healing there. Oh, cape for me. Yeah, you're getting hurt while you're in. Good luck. Not bad from me. It's fine though. Retreat. Come on. Get out there. That's fine. He's going to do his little... Come on. Heal just for the sake of it. Ouch. I need to back off. Ow. Ouch. Gonna do these little flips. Oh, again. Quite tight, actually. Oops. Done. Oh, no, not done. Oh, God. Done now. Not done. Oh, God. Oh, dear. I need to back off. Use a heal. Divine blessing, man. I'm getting complacent, bro. Oh, fuck off, Gael. Jesus Christ. Just get out my face, bro. Okay, so, yes, it is a crying shame we fell off the Midir Bridge, but positives to be taken, right? I didn't die during any boss fight on that run. Not a single boss fight I died. I just fell to my death twice. So, we can do this. Well, that is confirmation we can do it.